shall proceed out of the bowels and will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name's sake, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commits iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. So, King David had Solomon. So, he's talking to Solomon. But, Solomon went off, but he never got chastened with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. But Yahweh Shah did. So, this is speaking of Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah and Solomon, Yahweh Shah is Solomon reincarnated, if that makes sense, But, I don't want to get too deep in it, but, read it for yourself. And I'll continue on. 15. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. And thy house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever. According to all these words, and according to all this vision, so did Nathan Salakia speak unto David. So, Solomon was David's son, but, the most, Yahweh Shai, his throne shall be established forever, I'll go to Colossians. All right, Colossians 1:18. And it says, and he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. And I'm not going to get too deep into that. Like I said, we were told to stay on the milk, but just read it, and, if you receive what that's saying, then you know what's up. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead. So that right there, the firstborn from the dead is telling you that there's reincarnation, Simple, flat out, simple as that, I'm going to get like 2 more scriptures and I'm going to sign off. Here we go. I'm going to get, this is Malachi and chapter 4 and 5. All right, now this is, it reads, behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Elijah passed already. So who is he speaking of? And, we believe he's speaking of the elder of Abba Bivens, because that's who woke us back up, Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, And, like I said, that, that's the brother, the elder that woke us up, that brought us back into remembrance, And shoot, let me get that real quick. Yeah, I'll get that. That's Jude. All right, that's Jude chapter 1, verse 5. I will therefore put you in a remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not. So like I said, Abba Bivens put us in that remembrance state, if I should say it that way, and yeah, I'll read that again. I will therefore put you in a remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not. And some people think like, well, when you're reincarnated, you remember. No, you don't remember anything. Your spirit, Your spirit does not remember. And there's a scripture for that. Let me see if I could get that. Let me see. I know. I might not, Salaki, if I can't. See if I can find it. That's what I'm just reading. Ah, man, I know I got it, Salaki, man. But it's a scripture that tells you that we don't remember when we come back, you know. But right here, you know, the elect, you know, will remember. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not. And I'm going to get one more scripture, and I got to close out. Salakia. And that is Matthew 17 and 10. All right, and I'll start at 9. And as they came down from the mountain, Yahushua charged them, saying, tell the vision to no man until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. And his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come, and restoring all things. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spoke unto them of John the Baptist. So John the Baptist and Elias are the same spirit, I should say. So, you know, these are just a few scriptures that prove that reincarnation or regeneration is a real thing, man. You know how, I don't know if, you know, you ever bumped into an older person and they'll say, you ever heard the old saying, oh, you've been here before. You know, that's because your spirit reminds them of somebody, you know what I mean? And you could be that person, you know. But with that, you know, I hope this was edifying somewhat. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Keep on pushing, brothers, you know. You know, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four corners of this earth. You know, this day is approaching, you know. I could feel it.